Hello everyone and welcome back to the Tattersalls. We're here for our advanced Pilates workout today. So today's workout is going to be quite a strong one. It's based on the flow principle, so there'll be not much rest between the exercises and it's designed just to keep you going the whole time. So we're going to be working a lot of time under tension with our muscles. Now it's going to be working for 50 seconds on, 10 seconds off, so not much rest in between, but obviously the point of it is just to keep yourself flowing. I have Hilke here with me today. She's going to be showing you the different exercises and examples. Of course, we'll always provide a little bit easier option if we need to, and always something to make it a little bit harder. So getting ready to go, we're going to start off with our tree stalk pose. So our arms are going up above our head, our elbows are behind our ears, and we're going to hold it here for 50 seconds. So with this exercise, you want to evenly spread the weight through your heels and through your pinky toes, making sure your elbows stay behind your ears, and you've got that nice, long, strong line that we're trying to focus on. So our neck is in line with our shoulders, which is drawn down into our lower back. Our glutes are fired up. 20 seconds down, 30 seconds to go. From here, we're going to progress. We'll be targeting our left glute for our first series of exercises. So our left glute is going to be doing all the work for the first couple of minutes. Then we'll change it up. 20 seconds to go, so 20 seconds left of our first exercise. So same thing, shoulders drawn down and back, elbows behind ears, perfect posture, loading it up for another 10 seconds only. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming up, we're going into our deep lunge position. So we're taking our left leg forward. Perfect, left leg forward. And what we're going to do, we're going to have that upper body going over, so our knees directly over our toes, and we're going straight down, straight back up like we're in an elevator. So with this one, the key for this one is there should be not much weight through that right foot. All the weight should be through this left glute, firing it up. So you're breathing in on the way down, breathing out on the way up. Now with this one, this is quite a tough exercise. We don't need to worry about showing you the progression or the regression of this one. Just making sure you're focusing on loading up the left glute only. So that's where we're getting all the power from. You can see Hilke's going straight down and then driving herself straight back up. 20 seconds to go. Perfect, kicking that knee there. Great work. Core switched on, that nice long strong line, really loading up through the glute. Just for another 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Okay, let's go feet shoulder width apart for me. I'm going to go our toe tap. So this time we're putting all the way through our left glute. We're going to that half squat position. My right foot is going to go out to the side, come back to midline, behind me, back to midline, and then in front. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So we're loading all the way through our left glute still. So our left glute is doing all the work. Perfect. Our right foot is going out, away, and in. So all the way should be through those left foot, toes evenly spread. We're still focused on that upper body posture, shoulders drawn down and back, core nice and strong and switched on, not rocking from side to side. So it's all about stability, this first little part of the workout. It's a little bit of a warm-up, a little bit of a burn, a little bit of a feel-good. 20 seconds to go of this movement. Perfect. Final 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and resting. Okay, let's get ready to go back to our starting position, please. Our king throne. So once again, all the way spread through our heels, through our pinky toes. We breathe in as our arms are going up, elbows become just in line with our ears. We breathe out and we sink down low. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So same thing, all the weight is evenly distributed through our heels, through our pinky toes. Our elbows are behind our ears. Perfect. Shoulder blades drawn down and back, of course. Core switched on. So at the end of this series, we're going to go to the right glute now. So same exercises. We'll start off with our right leg forward into our lunge, and then our right squat holding with the toe taps back, forward, side. Well, we're just going to hold this one for another 20 seconds to go in this position. Perfect. Keeping your breathing normal, breathing in. Breathe out. I'm just going to sink a little bit lower for me, Hilke. Just about 1 centimetre. Perfect. Elbows stay behind ears. Keep the focus. 10 more seconds before we put our right leg forward and we get ready to go to our lunges. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing out. Standing up. Right leg forward for me. Really load all the way up through that front foot. That glute gets ready. In 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So lunging down, driving up. Squeezing the glutes together at the top of the movement, so we want that isometric contraction, so force the muscles to switch on. Perfect. Getting nice and low, drive, squeeze the glute at the top of the movement. Our chest stays over the knee, upper body primed. Great work. 20 down, 30 to go. So we're working for 50 seconds on, 10 seconds rest. And like I said, we're going with that flow style of Pilates today. So not much rest between movements, all about overloading the specific muscles that we're targeting. Just 10 seconds to go for me. So in 5 seconds, we're going to reset into our squat, and then we're going to go to our toe taps in 3, 2, 1. Have a little bit of a rest, 10 seconds. Getting ready to go for your squats in 3, 2, 1. Off you go. So load up the right foot. All the weight goes through the right ankle. Evenly spread through your toes. Perfect. One forward, one middle, one back. Good. Shoulders drawn down and back. Focus on that technique through here as well. So even though we're targeting the glutes, we want to make sure our upper body is in that perfect position. So you don't want to be leaning over with this one, unlike our lunges with our squats. As you can see, Hilka's hands are in that prayer position. All the weight is loaded through her right glute, out, back, and then forward. So just keeping that technique going. Perfect. We're here for another 15 seconds, and then we're going to go back to our left side. So we're not going to go back to our trees, but we're going to go instantly back to our left side. We're going to load up our left glute for our lunges again. So we're here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and resting. You've got 10 seconds rest. So no more trees. We're going to go back to our left leg lunge again. So remember that same technique. Knee over ankle, chest over knee, shoulders drawn down and back, core switched on. My nose is in that nice straight line down. So I'm looking down, going down, coming straight back up in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So load all the way through the glute. Remember, we're squeezing the glutes at the top of the movement. So switch the glutes on. Get that isometric contraction. Get them fired up in between the movements. So what we're focusing on, we're working our left glute now. So our left glute for 50 seconds. Perfect. Minimal contact through that right foot. Like I said, this is our warm-up. This is our feel-good set. So we're not going to worry about adding any progressions or regressions just yet. Just going to let the body warm up by itself. Obviously doing these lunges helps it warm up. But we're just going to focus on just getting everything feeling right before we then build on this set. 10 seconds to go. Good, we have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet are shoulder width apart for me. Going to go into our squats now. So left leg is taking all the tension. Toes are spread apart all the way through your heels and pinky toes in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Front, side, back. Perfect. All the way through our glutes. Shoulders drawn down and back. Perfect. So after this side, we'll swap to the right side where we'll have our lunges and then we'll have our squats again. Then we're going to move on to our next series of exercises. Perfect. Halfway already. I'll just get you to sink down just a little bit lower for me. Hold that tension. Perfect. Okay, 15 to go. Last 10 seconds. Keep holding. Shoulders down and back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Changing sides. Lunges, please. So right leg lunges. This is our last exercise, our last side on this one. So our right leg is forward, knee directly above ankle, chest above knee, in 3, 2, 1, off we go, please. So sinking nice and low, getting all the weight evenly distributed through our toes, chest stays over, upper body is nice and straight and strong, shoulders are drawn down and back. Perfect, okay. Great work. Really spreading the weight through the feet, through the toes at the front. 20 seconds to go. Perfect. Okay, last 10 seconds. Remember, everyone at home, squeeze the glutes at the top of each movement. Fire them up. Getting them going for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Let's go back to our squats, please. So last set here. Feet are shoulder width apart. All the way through our right glute. And taking that left leg away from the body, so back, midline, out, midline, forward, midline in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So stepping back, midline, perfect. Okay, so shoulders are drawn down and back, sinking nice and low, all the way through our right glute now. So our right glute is the one that we're targeting, it's doing all the work for us. Perfect. Halfway, 25 down, 25 to go. So as you can see, it's quite a lot of movements, not much rest in this Pilates flow series, that's why we're here. We're feeling pretty good. We have 15 seconds left before we get a little bit of a break. We get ready to move on to our next set of exercises. 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and have a rest. Perfect. Okay, how are you feeling?
Good.
Good, we're feeling pretty good. So we're going to move on to our next series of exercises. So in our next series, we're going to be targeting glutes for 2 movements and then our upper body. So what we're going to do, we're going to stack one side. So we're going to stack the left side first. So our first exercise will be an extend and lift into a fire hydrant, and then we're going to go into some wide grip scap release push-ups. But let's start at the beginning. So our extend and lift. So what we're going to be doing, Hilke's going to be on all fours. Her right leg is bracing a little bit. Her left leg is going to extend out towards the back of the room and then lift up to the roof, straight back in. So that's the movement that we're doing for 50 seconds. Now, to make this exercise harder if you need, add a pulse at the top of the movement. So when you get to the top, add a little extra lift. To make this exercise easier if you need, just reduce your range of movement. So we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Perfect. Great work. So all the way extend out. So breathing out as the leg's going away from the body. Breathing in as the knee comes back to midline. Not letting your hips rock side to side. So it's really important with this one that your shoulders are brought down and back, and you're really taking that weight through that right knee. So that right knee is stabilising you, but our left glute is the one that's working. So we're 25 down, which means we've got 25 to go. Extend and lift. Now remember, to make this exercise harder, add a little extra pulse at the top. So 2 lifts at the top if you need to. To make it easier, reduce your range of motion. Keeping the weight evenly spread through your fingers. We're here for another 10 seconds before we go to our next exercise, which will be a fire hydrant. So still on the left glute, we're still targeting that. We're just going to work it for another 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Hilke, if you don't mind spinning around just so you can see the camera a little bit. So this way we can show you our left fire hydrant now. Perfect. So we're swapping sides on our mat, but we're still going with the left glute. We're on in 3, 2, 1. So a fire hydrant is exactly what the name suggested is. Imagine that you're trying to obviously up the leg onto a fire hydrant. I don't need to explain who or what does that, but we're just getting all the weight and pressure through our left glute. So our right leg is still balancing us. It's still holding that midline of the body. When we get to the top of the movement, we're not going to let our hips drop either way as well. So we're strong and stable the whole entire time. So our left leg is doing all the work. It's our left glute. We're already 20 down, which means we've only got 25 to go before we go to our first set of upper body movements. So same as we said in the introduction, it is a flow. So 1, 2, 3, then a rest. So we're really going to build these exercises in. We have 15 seconds left of our fire hydrants on our left glute. Perfect. Last 10, Hilke. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to go to our upper body, so our scap release push-ups. So our first step, we're going to have our hands wider than shoulder width. So this is working our pec major, our pec minor, and all the muscles on the back of our arms and triceps. So what you're going to do, you're going to lower yourself to the ground. When you get to the bottom, you release your hands, put them back on the ground, breathe out, drive straight back up. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Okay, so Hilke's on our hands and toes straight away. The easy version with this, if you do need to go down that path, is on your knees. So it's exactly the same technique, you're just on your knees. Otherwise, let's try and get everyone up on their hands and toes if they can. Breathing out on the way up. Hilke, just take your hands in just a little bit closer to your body for me. Just a little bit. Yep. Straight back up from there. Perfect. So like I said, we're really trying to engage through the pecs with this one, through the back of the arms, through our triceps, the short head and the long head of the tricep. We've got pec major, pec minor, shoulders getting a good workout as well. 15 seconds to go. Breathing out on the way up. As you can see, Hilke comes up in one straight line. So her shoulders come up in line with her hips, with her knees, with her ankles, so there's no lagging, so not letting your body dip or rock from side to side. 4, 3, 2, 1, resting. Okay, have a little bit of a rest. Get yourself set up on all fours again. Now we're going to go to our right glute. So we're going to go to our right lift and extend now. So same technique as before, where we take the movement all the way out and then lift it towards the roof. So a lot of people just let the ankle go straight away. You've got to go all the way out and then lift. So use the glute to add that final lift. So we're on in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So breathing out, up, lift, perfect. Same technique, we've got our weight evenly spread through our fingers. Our core is switched on. We're not rocking from side to side. Our hips aren't moving either way. It's that nice, long, strong, straight, symmetrical line. Remember, to make this exercise harder, add a double pulse at the top of the movement. To make the exercise easier, reduce your range of movement. 15 seconds to go before we go to our next exercise, which will be our fire hydrants again. Perfect, last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a little bit of a rest. So making sure we're stacking through the left line, so the left knee's taking all the weight. Ready to go in 3, 2, 1. Time on. So fire hydrants on our right hand side. Breathing out on the way up. Breathing in as the knees coming back towards midline. Not letting your hips rock too much or side to side. Get that upper body strong. Perfect. So it's 50 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Now while Hilk is doing this, I'll explain our next exercise. So just keep going with your fire hydrants, but our next set of push-ups, instead of having our hands out wide past shoulder width, we're going to have our hands directly underneath. So it's a close grip push-up. Now this exercise is harder than a wide grip because it uses less muscles, and it also just gets the smaller muscles fatigued quicker. So we're going to keep going with our fire hydrants. We've got 10 seconds to go before we get ready in our push-up position. It's exactly the same technique as before, where you do release your hands at the bottom. It's just that your hands are underneath your shoulders rather than out wide. In 3, 2, 1, have a rest. Okay, so close grip push-ups. So my hands are directly underneath my shoulders. As I come down, my elbows scrape straight back past my body. Hands come off, hands on, big breath out. Up we go in 3, 2, 1. So we're in our close grip. So breathing out as you're coming up. Like I said, to make this exercise easier if you need, just do the movement on your knees. It's still going to feel pretty tough, I do promise you that. Just makes it a little bit less tough. So as you can see, Hilka is stacked her midline and her upper body. She's coming up in one straight line, so there's nothing dipping or swaying from side to side. It is important to have your core switched on with this movement. So you don't want to have your back arching or your hips dipping or rocking. So making sure you hold that technique. Now this is the advanced version of Pilates, so you've got to be feeling a little bit out of breath, a little bit burning through the arms. That's exactly what we want. Drop to your knees if you need to, otherwise keep that technique going for me, please. We're here for another 10 seconds before we get ready to stack our left glute again. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, resting. 10 seconds rest when we go back to our extended lifts on our left side. So because you've chosen to come in, you've chosen to do the advanced one, now I'm going to really suggest you add that pulse to that leg lift. So when we come out, breathe out, bring that ankle towards the sky, 2 pulses, and then take the knee away. So what I mean is, Hilke, if you could do one for me, please. Out, up, and then add 2 pulses. 2. Perfect, and then back in. So that's the movement we want. So we're adding 2 little pulses now. So let's get ready to go in 3, 2, 1. Time on. So 50 seconds. Extend out, up, up, perfect. Breathing in as it's going back. Hold that technique. So our hips aren't swaying side to side. We've stacked out the weight through our fingertips and our upper body is staying strong. Now there might be a little bit of fatigue through the triceps. That's okay. Don't worry about that. Perfect. Halfway already, Hooker. Breathing out, lift, lift. Breathing in as it's coming back down. So staying strong. Perfect. Okay, we have 15 seconds before we go to our fire hydrants. Let's keep this going. 10 seconds to go, then we're off to our fire hydrants. Then our left glute is done for this part of the series in 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Fire hydrants straight away for me in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg fire hydrants. Off we go. So breathing out on the way up, slow the movement down. It's got to be slow and controlled. So we never race in Pilates. Although we are aiming to get our heart rate up, we're never racing through the movements. We're always in control of them. Breathing out as the knee is going away from the body, breathing in as it's returning to midline. Remember, not letting your hips sway too much. At the end of our fire hydrants, we're going back to our wide grip push-ups. So in 20 seconds from here, we're going back to our wide grip release push-ups. So get yourself visually ready for that, making sure you're switched on. 15 seconds to go. Perfect, last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds rest. Wide grip push-ups. In 5, 4, 3, 2, off we go. So breathing in on your way down, hands off at the bottom, hands back on, big breath out, drive up. Perfect. Making sure you keep your breathing, so breathe out, exhale for exertion. Blow yourself up off the carpet. Perfect. Breathing in on the way down, breathing out on the way up. Ankles together, knees together, hips in one long, strong, straight line. Not rocking side to side, not letting that go all loosey-goosey. Keeping it going. 20 seconds left of your wide grip collapse push-ups for today. Big breath out, big push-up. Perfect. Final 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and resting. Perfect. Staying down on all fours. Getting ready to go. We're going to stack the right side now. So we've got our extend and lift with the double pulse, and our fire hydrants, then our close grip push-ups. All right, everyone at home, I hope you're ready to go. We're ready here in 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So breathing out, extend, up, double pulse. Breathing in as it's coming back towards you. So remember, we're holding that midline strong. We're not letting our hips dip or rock from side to side. Perfect. Extend and lift. And remember, it's that flow series. So after this one, we go back to our fire hydrants, then our close grip push-ups. This is our last mini set of this series. So some new exercises coming up. Let's focus on the ones that we're on. Perfect. 20 seconds to go. Breathing in as it's coming to midline. Big breath out, extend, lift, lift. Perfect. 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Couple of seconds rest before we go for our fire hydrants. I reckon that's about time in 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Cheeky smile there. I could have extended that, I could have cut that rest period down a little bit, but that's okay. It's the advanced Pilates, that's why you're here. So extending, we're going into our fire hydrants. Remember, our left leg is bracing, our right leg is going away from the body, then coming back down. We're focusing. This is our last glute exercise of this series, and then we have our set of close grip push-ups. Perfect. Breathing out as it's going away from the body. 20 seconds to go. Okay, here we are, final 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. A little bit of a rest before we go our close grip push-ups. Last exercise of this series. So same technique, hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Breathing in as you're going down, breathing out on the way up. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So remember, your hands come off out the bottom of the movement. Big breath out, drive yourself up. So focus, core switched on and strong. Big breath out. Perfect. Nice long straight line up, ankles together, knees together, hips come up in one straight line. So there's no lagging, there's no dipping. Remember, if you need to, drop to your knees for these exercises if you need to. Just do not lose technique. 20 seconds to go. Okay, here we are, team. We're in the final 10 seconds now. You're doing amazing, Hilka. You're doing amazing at home. Keep going for me. 5, 4, 3, 2, and have a big rest. Perfect. Give you a little bit longer than 10 seconds now. So we're going to move on to our third part of the series today. So like I said, we're sticking with that flow principle. We're going to move on to our third part of our series. So for this one, we're going to be getting ready. We're going to stack up our right knee and our right upper body, and our left glute is going to do the work as before. So our first exercise is we're just going to be doing a leg lift. So we're making sure we're pointing our toes away from the body or having them flex towards you, depending on what you're comfortable with. All we're going to do from here is just lift the top leg up, so it comes in line with your hip, and then straight back down. So that's the first series, so that's 50 seconds. From there, we're then going to sweep the foot forward and sweep it back. So not letting it touch the ground. So that's exercise 2. So same thing as getting through those glutes, through the hip flexors and extensors. Then our third exercise in the series is hundreds. So it's my most favourite Pilates exercise of all time. It's working our core, a little bit of our upper body, a little bit of our lower body, but mainly those abs are getting a nice, tough workout. You ready to go?
Yep.
Don't worry about the hundreds, let's get ready to stack. So we're going for our left glute. So we're stacking ourselves nice and high. All the way is through our right arm, through our right knee. We're just going to go to our little leg lifts in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So 50 seconds. So straight down, straight up, breathing out on the way up. So it's just our glute that's doing all the movement through here. So 50 seconds like this. Now, because we're warmed up, because this is set 3, I'm not going to give any rest this time. So you're going to go 50 seconds of this movement, straight to your 50 second sweep forwards, backs, straight to your hundreds. So there's not going to be any rest. So making sure you're really paying attention to my voice, making sure you're following Hilke with the exercises, straight up, straight down. Just want to make sure that you keep that nice strong midline. Yeah, perfect. So in line, down through the glute, stacking. 10 seconds before we start our sweep. 5, 4, getting ready to sweep in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So remember, we're going forwards and backwards, and we're not letting our foot touch the ground, because then we lose tension, and we don't want to do that because we have to start all over again. So sweeping forwards, sweeping backwards. How are you feeling, Hilke?
Amazing.
Perfect, that's what we want to hear. So our core is switched on in this exercise. Obviously our glutes getting work, but our right arm being tensed and being braced, that's getting a workout. So it's a great full body workout, this one. Sweeping, and then sweeping, perfect. Did you miss that 10 seconds rest?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, perfect, that's okay. You're only here for another 20 seconds. Now we get to go to our hundreds. Okay, so sweep and sweep. Perfect, remember not letting the toe touch the ground. Now if you want to make this exercise harder, what you can do is you can increase your range of motion for the sweep, so you lift that leg up higher, but I'm not going to make Hilke do that. We're here for another 3, 2, 1, onto your back for our hundreds, please. Now Pilates hundreds are a really strong exercise for that core. Your eyes should be coming up onto your knees, but if you feel any strain through your neck, what you can do is with one hand is put it behind your head to support your neck. So you're not pulling it up, it's there as a support. Well, we'll get yourself set up, we'll get ready to go. So legs are at tabletop for me, arms are up, palms are facing each other. Bring your arms up here just a little bit for me, yep. And when you're ready to go, breathe out, legs up, arms down in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So breathing out and go. So we go 10 pulses on top, 10 pulses underneath. We then inhale, our legs fold down, our arms come back up. We exhale, we come back up. Perfect. Okay. Now, because you've chosen to come to Pilates Advanced, if you'd like to make this exercise harder, you can lower your legs away from the body if you need to when you're up in that brace position, breathing out. Otherwise, you can put your ankles together, turn your feet out, and add some taps together so while we're going. Yeah, perfect. Coordination's going there. That's only if you want to, otherwise stick to your normal 100. Completely up to you. So as you can see, Hilke's added the ankle taps. So that's going to really switch on that core. We're really working deep in our transverse and rectus abdominis now. Our hip flexors are getting a little bit of a workout as well. Just for 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, resting. Perfect. Okay. Right glute time, please. Right glute now. So let's stack that left-hand side. Same technique. Upper body's got a little bit of brace through it. Left knee's got a little bit of a brace. Now your left glute might be a bit fatigued, so I might feel a little bit uneasy bracing this one. That's okay, that's the whole point. Let's get ready to go. So we've just got our leg lifts in 3, 2, 1. Off we go, please. So just straight up, straight back down. Breathing out on the way up. Perfect. Okay, so we've got our leg lifts, then we have our sweeps. Then our next ab exercise is going to be a prone hold, or a bridge, or a plank, or a hover, however you call it. We're going to be doing 2 of those. Now they're going to be for 50 seconds, and they're going to be a little bit different today, so I'll show you what we're going to do when we get there. But let's just concentrate on our right leg, just lifting up, back down, not touching the ground, up and away from the body. Perfect. 15 seconds to go. We won't worry about resting this one either, we'll just go straight to our sweeps. I hope everyone at home is okay with that. We're just going to go straight to our sweeps. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. So let's start sweeping. So forwards and backwards, keeping the toe off the ground, using our glute to get that movement going. Okay, 10 seconds down already, which means there's only 40 to go. And perfect. That's the technique. Holding our core strong. Left arm is bracing. Just a little bit stronger. Yeah, perfect. It's easy for me to say to stay stronger, but you're doing amazing. Keep that going. 15 seconds to go. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting. Okay. So we're going to go for our prone hold. So traditionally with a prone hold, you normally have your hands together like that. Today we're going to have it with our hands flat on the ground. So our elbow is going to be directly underneath our shoulders. Hands and fingertips are going to be spread out. And you're going to start flat on the ground. So normally you start up in the air, but today we're starting on the ground. On the count of 3, you're going to take a big breath out. Come up so you're on your elbows, but leave your fingers separated. Feet together at the back, knees together in 1, 2, 3. Big breath out and come up. So we're holding here just for 60 seconds. Now, by not clasping our hands together, by having our elbows directly underneath our shoulders, instantly makes it harder. Now let's switch our core on with this one. So focus on drawing your belly button deep into your spine, making sure it's squeezing the whole entire time. So we're only doing 2 prone holds for today, 2 of these planks, 2 of these hovers. We want to make sure that the technique is perfect the whole entire time. So you can see Hilko has formed that nice, long, strong, straight line. Her hips aren't dropping down or up. She isn't tilting from one side to the other. She's got that perfect long spine. So that's what you want to focus on. We only have 10 seconds to go of our first prone hold for today. So keep it holding, keep breathing normally, keep drawing that belly button deep into your spine. You are here for another 3, 2, 1. Breathe out, rest. Okay. Round 1 done. Round 2. Ready?
Yeah,
let's do it. Left leg lift, please. So stack that right side of the body. Hope you're feeling good at home. Just your other left if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. There we go. Sorry, stage left is what I meant to say. So stack. So right glute, right knees on the ground. Right arms extended out. Lifting our top leg up in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Time is on. So straight up, straight down. Perfect. So this is our last leg lift on this side. Perfect. Breathing out on the way up. Perfect, perfect. Keeping it going, everyone at home for me. 20 seconds to go. Perfect. We are here for another 10 seconds, then we can get straight to our sweeps again. Perfect. 5, 4, 3, 2, and sweep. Off we go. So forwards and backwards. So we're keeping our big toe pointed towards the ground. So we've internally rotated our big toe. We're sweeping forwards, sweeping backwards. Now to make this exercise harder if you need, remember you increase your range of motion to your arc. So if you need to, you lift it up higher and keep it higher going back, but only if you need to. Perfect, keeping it going, bracing, core strong. Okay. 30 seconds to go. Good. 20 seconds to go, and then we get to go down into our hundreds. We're almost there. Keep it going. Remember, if you need to have a rest at any time through, just place that foot on the ground. Have a rest if you need to, but otherwise we're 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and perfect. Onto our backs, please. Let's get ready to go. So we're back for our hundreds. Now, in that first round, we had a little bit of spice. We made it a little bit hotter than it needed to be. So you can keep it going, just coming up and coming down as a traditional hundreds. If you want to make it harder, remember you take your legs away from the body. You turn your toes out, your ankles in, and you add those taps, tap, 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 while you're up in your pulses. let's get ready to go. This is the last set of these in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Breathing out, coming up. Perfect. So 10 on top, 10 underneath. To make the exercise harder, take the legs further away from the body and add your Pilates taps if you need, that is. Otherwise, the hundreds itself is quite a tough exercise. We are going to overload through that core, so keep the focus through there. Perfect. So last set of hundreds for today. Okay, 15 seconds everyone. Keep going. Eyes are looking at your knees. Breathing in as you're going down. Exhale on exertion. Coming up. Getting yourself up nice and high for another 5. Another 4, 3, 2, 1. Big breath out and relax. Okay. Let's load up the left to stack our right. So our right glute now. We've got our right pulses, our right lifts. And we have our right sweeps. Then we have another prone hold, another plank. And then we move on to our last set of exercises. If you're feeling good, amazing. If you feel like you need to have a rest, pause the video, catch your breath a little bit. Otherwise, come along with me and let's get ready to go in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So straight up, straight down. Now remember, I'm not giving you the rest between this set. So you go your 50 seconds lift, then your 50 seconds sweep. So we are loading it up. We've then got that prone hold, but then we get a rest and we head to our final set of exercises. So let's make it count. Core switched on and strong. Good. See, Ilka's got that nice, long, strong upper body, stacking the weight through her left hand. Her fingers are evenly spread out, so she's not shrugging up through that shoulder. Her shoulder's down and dropped. Her right leg is doing all the work, but her core is getting a workout. So her external obliques, her inner core, her balancing muscles, everything's getting a workout. 8 more seconds and then we sweep. It's not going to be fun, but it will be amazing at the end. In 3, 2, 1, let's sweep. Forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards. Keep the toe off the ground, not resting in between. Obviously, if you need to rest, have a rest, but otherwise, let's keep it going, please, everyone. Sweeping forwards, sweeping backwards. Toes are long, leg is long, core is strong. Okay. We have 20 seconds to go of our sweeps. 15 seconds from here. Get that toe really up and over. That's the arch that we want. Remember to make this exercise harder, increase the range of motion, to make it easier. Have a little bit of a rest if you need. But otherwise, do not stop for me for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and resting. Okay, over onto our stomachs. Let's get ready to go for our last prone hold for the day. So same technique as before. Elbows directly underneath our shoulders. Fingertips are spread out. Feet together at the back, knees together. And when I say 3, you breathe out. So you should be on the ground. You breathe out and you lift yourself up. You come up into one strong line. In 1, 2, 3. Big breath out. Off we go. And forward just a little bit. Perfect. Just like that. Okay. So if you're watching along at home, you can see Hilka's technique. Perfect, long, straight line. So try and match that at home. If you need to, you can drop to your knees as long as you do not lose attention through your core. So you've got to be focusing and squeezing the whole entire time. If you feel this through your lower back, drop to your knees. If you feel like it's uncomfortable, you same thing, drop to your knees. But otherwise, let's try and stay up on our toes for the whole entire time. We have 20 seconds left of this movement for today. Now it's only 2 sets that you're doing. It's only 2 sets of your sweeps. So it's a smaller set, that last set that we just did. We're here for another 10 seconds. We're here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out and rest. Perfect. Okay. So we have a little bit of a break now. I'm just going to catch our breath a little bit. We're going to work through our next series of exercises. Now, our next 3 exercises, same thing, not much rest in between. This one is designed to get our core going really, really strong. It's going to finish off our legs and glutes. It's going to fire up our upper body. Also, our lungs are getting a really good workout with this one. So our first exercise is mountain climbers. So with mountain climbers, there's 2 different variables that we can do. Variable number 1 is we're just going straight line in, straight line out. So my knees aren't going left or right, backwards or forward. Option number 2 is opposite knee, opposite wrist. So you can see my hips rock a little bit. that's working my external obliques, so it makes it a little bit harder. The key with this one is just working your own limitations. So 50 seconds is a long time to be in that mountain climbing position. It's all about control. So remember, like I said before, Pilates isn't about speed, so just control the movement. We have 50 seconds of mountain climbers, then we have 50 seconds of leg lowers, which we'll show you when we get there, and then we have 50 seconds of our upper body. So 3 sets of these ones, not much rest in between. Ready to go? Yep. All right, so you're in that push-up position in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So 50 seconds, so either straight line in, straight line out, or opposite knee, opposite wrist. So heart rates are getting up, glutes are getting fired up, quads are getting fired up, our upper body is bracing us, so that's getting a workout. Everything's getting a workout in this. The good news is you've already completed 20 seconds, which means you've only got 30 seconds to go. Now, of course, if you do need to make this exercise easier, what you can do is just slow it right down. If you want to make this exercise harder, and I'm not going to do it to Hilke because I'm being nice today, but if you do want to make this exercise harder at home, when you get to 20 mountain climbers, then you can add a push-up to the movement if you want to. Otherwise, keep it going for 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, resting, flipping over onto your back. So just to recap what I said, if you want to make your mountain climbers harder, when you get to 20, to count 20 in your head, you can then add a push-up to it, only if you want to. Okay, our next exercise is our single leg lowers. So there's 3 options. Option number 1 is our arms down by our side. 1 leg going down at a time, breathing out on the way down, breathing in as it's coming up. Option 2, to make this exercise a little bit harder, is our arms out behind our head, single leg lower. So 1 leg down at a time. Option 3, we get rid of the word single leg lower and we make it double leg lowers. So from here, both feet are going down towards the ground, coming straight back up. So we're going to start off with by doing our single leg lowers, arms overhead, but obviously choose the rhythm that you want to go. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So we're going to go 1 leg down at a time. Perfect. So this is Pilates Advanced. So if you want to go straight to your double leg lowers, that's perfectly fine. It's still going to be for 50 seconds. If you need to bring your arms back down by your side, you're making sure your lower back isn't arching. That's also fine. We're working for 50 seconds. As you can see, I can't get my hand through underneath Hilke's lower back. So she's drawn her core all the way in. Her hips aren't rocking side to side. She's formed that one long line between her shoulders being down, her hips being down, her core being switched on. We're working through our bottom part of our abs here. 15 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. Okay, another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Flipping over for our shoulder taps. Okay, so our last exercise as part of this series is a shoulder tap. So this exercise is working stability, it's working core, and it's finishing off our upper body, which is nice and strong and pretty tired. So, up onto your toes. What we're going to be doing is literally just swapping, so opposite hand to opposite shoulder. So coming across, back down, then the other side. So off we go, 3, 2, 1, time is on. Perfect, so swapping sides, so maintaining balance. Now your hips are going to rock in this. That's okay, as long as you're not going all the way loosey-goosey. So you shouldn't be going, side to side. Obviously, you do need to move a little bit, maintaining as much control as you can. Now, if you need to, you can drop to your knees for this exercise. It's still going to be just as tough. You're still going to make sure your core is strong and your upper body is still going to be getting a nice, strong workout through it. 20 seconds to go, then we get to start all over again. So the flow with this series is mountain climbers, leg lowers, shoulder taps. So we don't really need to leave the ground with this one. So that's how we're getting that flow going. It's that nice, strong rhythm. We're here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and resting. Okay, let's have 10 seconds rest and we get ready to start number 2. So same thing, mountain climbers, leg lowers, shoulder taps. In 5, how are you? Good? Yeah. 4, 3, 2, 1, off we go. So mountain climbers again. So remember, opposite knee, opposite wrist, core switched on and strong, not letting your hips go wild. We've got this, team. Okay, so there's 20 seconds already. Okay, so keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Flipping over for our leg lowers, please. So remember our 3 ones. We've got arms down by our side, single leg, single. We've got arms out above our head, single leg, single. We go to our double leg. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Perfect. So arms extending out above our head. What that does, that makes our hips want to arch and makes our lower back want to come away. So you've got to draw everything in, not let everything raise. If you need to, bring your arms down back by your side, so you should be able to slip your hand underneath your lower back. So that's the most important part with this one. If you feel like you can get your hand through, then bring your legs down by your side. If it's still too easy, make sure you go to your double leg lowers. We're going to focus on our single leg ones today. So we're focusing on that slow control movement down, the core being switched on, not rocking side to side. Only 15 seconds. Okay. Last 10. Then we flip over for our shoulder taps in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, over we go for our shoulder taps. Second last time today. All right, everyone at home, let's get ready. Stacking in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So opposite hand, opposite shoulder. Controlling the movement. Not letting your hips go too crazy. Perfect. Feet together at the back, which they are. Last ones. Good. Okay. 25 down, 25 to go. $15. Okay, 10 seconds left. We get a big rest coming up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and resting for me. Okay, 1 set left. 1 set to go. Mountain climbs, leg lowers, shoulder taparoos. Good?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's get ready to go in 5. So we're off to mountain climb in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Time on. So last set here, everyone. Opposite knee, opposite wrist. Let's make it count. So that perfect upper body technique. Shoulders drawn down and back. Fingertips spread apart. Spread the load in between your shoulders and through your pecs. Heart rate's going to be up. Lungs are going to be feeling good. Legs are going to be burning. But that's okay. 20 seconds to go. Perfect. Keeping it going for me. 10 seconds from here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting. Flipping over for your last set of leg lowers for today. Last set in 4, 3, 2, 1. Time out. So let's go. So breathing out on the way down. Exhale for exertion. Breathing in on the way up. Perfect. Now obviously, like I said, if you find this exercise too easy, go to your double legs. If you find your double legs too easy, what you can do is you can go double leg down, bring your legs back up, and then add a crunch to touch your toes. But that's next episode, so don't worry about that. Keeping this one going for me. Halfway. Okay. 15 seconds left. Perfect. Legs come back up. Hips aren't rocking. No lower back. Arching. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more set of shoulder taps, please. Last set of upper body for today. Here we are in 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So opposite hand, opposite shoulder. Perfect. Last set, everyone at home. We're almost there. Okay. Keep that technique nice and strong. Great work, Hilda. Doing amazing. Okay, final 20 seconds. Last 10. From here, 9, 8, 7, 6, we have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are resting. Okay. So, the good news is everyone, you're almost done. So I may have told a little bit of a pork pie. We're going to finish off with one more exercise. It's back to that prone hold. Now I'm a stickler for technique, so I always say not letting your hips rock from side to side. But for this exercise, we actually want to do it. So you're going to be in the prone hold position. So your elbows are going to be directly underneath your shoulders, fingertips spread out again. But this time what you're going to do, instead of having that strong line, you're going to let your hips rock from side to side. So I'll get Hilke to go down and show everyone what I mean. So you're going to that elbows technique, up you go on your toes, and you're literally going to go hip towards ground, back up, then hip towards the other way. So we're only doing this one for 45 seconds, and this is just an added bonus. So if you're exhausted and you don't want to do this one, don't worry about it, just sit there back and relax and watch Hilke. Otherwise, come along with us, 45 seconds and then we're done. I promise there's no more surprises. In 4, 3, 2, 1, time is on, off we go. So hips are rocking. 45 seconds, so this is really switching our core, and this is exhausting our core. It's exhausting the muscles that sit either side of our spine, our erector spinae. It's a tough way to finish the workout, but you guys are doing absolutely amazing. We are almost finished. In fact, there's 25 seconds left for today. That's all there is. So when you return, make sure your hips go down a little bit, return to neutral, then go from there. Perfect. Last 15 seconds, everyone. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and resting. Big breath out. Thank you very much, everyone. A big thank you to Hilke, who did all the exercises today. As always, if you want to hit the subscribe channel the subscribe button, now is the best time to do it so you can see the rest of the videos that we have. Hopefully we'll see you all soon. All the best.